Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into an eye-opening study from UCLA that reveals just how much our environment impacts our mental state, and then I'll share 5 essential rules that can help you turn this knowledge into action for a more organized and peaceful life. So, have you ever walked into a room cluttered with stuff everywhere and felt your stress levels just spike? Or, when everything's in its right place, doesn't it feel like your brain takes a deep breath? Well, it turns out there's real science behind why we feel this way. Stick around because today we're not just tidying up, we're exploring how taking control of your clutter can seriously uplift your mental game. Researchers at University of California, Los Angeles, decided to explore how the state of our homes might influence our everyday emotions and stress levels. They conducted a study involving 32 families, where they went into real homes and really got into the nitty-gritty of how people live with clutter. They specifically looked at how the women in these households described their homes. Some described their spaces as cluttered or filled with unfinished projects, which, let's be honest, sounds like a lot of our homes, right? These descriptions were key because they tapped into the perception of their environment. And here's what they found. Women who described their living spaces as cluttered or full of unfinished projects were more likely to be depressed and fatigued than women who described their homes as restful and restorative. The researchers measured cortisol levels in participants and noted that those in more cluttered environments had persistently higher levels of this stress hormone throughout the day, which can take a serious toll on mental health over time. This study illustrates that clutter can lead to increased stress, reduced focus, and a greater likelihood of feeling overwhelmed. In contrast, an organized space can help reduce stress and anxiety, promoting a sense of calm and control. It's not just about external order. It's about creating a mental environment where you can think more clearly and feel more relaxed. And it's important to be aware of that. Chronic high levels of cortisol, the body's stress hormone, can have profound adverse effects over time. Prolonged exposure to elevated cortisol can lead to numerous health issues, including immune system suppression, which increases susceptibility to infections and slows down healing processes. It can also disrupt metabolic functions, leading to weight gain, high blood pressure, and disrupted sleep patterns. Additionally, chronic cortisol elevation can harm cardiovascular health and has been linked to increased risk of heart disease. Over the long term, it can also contribute to mental health problems such as anxiety and depression. Pretty eye-opening, right? Seeing how much our environment can impact our mental and physical state really makes you think about the space around you. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Now that we understand the challenges, it's time to roll up our sleeves and tackle them head-on. Let's shift gears and talk about some simple, actionable rules that can help us turn our living spaces from stress zones into rest zones. So, how can we use this insight to our advantage? Here are some golden rules I've put together to help keep that cortisol in check and boost your mental clarity. First up, declutter regularly. Think of decluttering like brushing your teeth. It's all about maintenance. Set a timer for 10 minutes each day or pick a day each week to tackle a small area. You don't have to overhaul your entire home in one go, just consistently chip away at the piles. This keeps the clutter from becoming a monster that takes over your entire space and your mind. Moving on to rule number 2, everything in its place. This one's about creating a home for your things, and I mean everything. Whether it's your keys, your bills, or your coffee mugs, when items have a designated spot, you spend less time hunting for them and more time enjoying your coffee while it's still hot. It also means less mental clutter. There's a soothing predictability in knowing exactly where your stuff is. Research from Princeton University's Neuroscience Institute shows that when your environment is cluttered, the chaos restricts your ability to focus. The clutter competes for your attention in the same way a toddler might stand in front of your TV when you're watching. Third rule, prioritize your tasks. This is about focusing on what's important. Not all tasks are created equal, so tackle the biggies first thing when your energy is fresh. Start each day or week by listing out your tasks, then mark them as high, medium, or low priority. This doesn't just help you tackle the most important tasks when your energy's high, it also ensures the small stuff doesn't take over your life. It's about working smarter, not harder. Use tools like digital planners or classic sticky notes to visualize your priorities. Seeing your tasks laid out before you can help reduce the overwhelm and keep you on track. A study published in the Journal of Consumer Psychology found that people who wrote down their goals and organized their tasks were significantly more likely to achieve them compared to those who did not. Rule 4. Implement a filing system. And no, it doesn't have to be an old-school filing cabinet, unless that's your style. Whether it's digital folders for your documents or bins for your kids' toys, organizing your things in a systematized way can drastically cut down on the chaos. Imagine you're handling multiple responsibilities, each with its documents and digital files. Without an organized system, this can lead to significant clutter and chaos. Meet James, a project manager who used to waste precious time each day just trying to locate specific documents amidst a sea of papers and unsorted files on his computer. James decided to tackle this by setting up a dual filing system. For his physical documents, he introduced a color-coded system: blue for client contracts, green for project plans, and yellow for invoices. Each category has a dedicated drawer with dividers for current, pending, and completed files. This visual system allows James to find any document in seconds. For his digital clutter, James created main folders for each project on his computer. Within these main folders, he organized subfolders named by specific tasks like contracts, design drafts, and final deliverables. This method makes it easy to track document versions and retrieval dates. With these systems in place, James dramatically reduced the time he spends searching for information. Now he spends that saved time focusing on more strategic tasks, significantly boosting his productivity and reducing daily stress. According to a study from the National Association of Professional Organizers, paperwork is one of the most common forms of clutter in the workplace. They found that eliminating paper clutter would eliminate 40% of the work in most offices. By implementing a structured filing system, individuals can significantly reduce the time spent searching for documents, thereby increasing efficiency. And finally, Rule 5. Schedule regular cleaning. Think of this as your reset button, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. Find a rhythm that works for you and stick to it. This routine not only keeps your physical space tidy, but also helps refresh your mental space. It's like hitting the refresh button on your browser, it just makes everything run smoother. A study by the Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that people who kept their homes clean were healthier and more active than those with messy, cluttered homes. Regular cleaning not only maintains the physical order, but also promotes physical health and well-being. So, there you have it, 5 straightforward rules to help you master your domain and dial down the stress. Start small, keep consistent, and watch how a little organizing can make a big difference in your life. What's one area you're going to tackle first? I challenge you to pick one rule today and start applying it. Drop a comment below sharing which rule you're going to try or share your own tips for staying organized. And if you found this video helpful, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content that helps you live better. Thanks for watching, and here's to a more organized and peaceful tomorrow.